Well, this is first impressions video. Just literally just saw that this video just dropped in my feed, and I just went, "Fuck yes, I need to do this now." I haven't watched the video. I haven't read anything. This is just initial impressions. Because honestly, I've been very interested in Vex. While I normally despise artillery mages, when they on the champion moment went, "Hey, we're making an artillery mage," I went, "Wow, maybe an artillery mage I might like." Because if you don't know me, I like to play kind of long rangey champions. I mean, I'm a goddamn Zyra player. I like playing Malz. I kind of just either wave and just let minions do all the work because I don't really want to interact with my opponent. So that's why I kind of like artillery mages. Current artillery mages aren't very exciting. I mean, I say that, but like, I sort of enjoy playing Vel'Koz. I should probably learn him. But anyway, when Vex came out, well, when they were promising Vex and going, "Ooh, artillery mage, gloomy," ooh, I mean, that sounds like up my alley. You mean a depressed artillery mage? Yeah, that sounds like me. And yeah, they did delay her, and yeah, she's not an artillery mage anymore. Just, I saw lots of interest, and then Sentinel Lights event happened. I know a lot of people don't really like that. But from the writing of Vex, I really enjoyed like Vex's personality. I knew I was gonna like this character, and I've been very invested ever since her promising of her release. And now we have her ability reveal, so we'll see if that investment stays around. Um, let's go first impressions. Thank you, Skins a lot, by the way. Right, let's just see what we have right now. Well, I turn down the audio a bit. Passive, Doom and Gloom. It's a two-part passive, okay. Periodically, Vex becomes empowered by Doom, causing her next basic attack to interrupt dashes and fear enemies. Interesting. A passive that lets you empower your basic attacks with fear and also interrupts dashes, so it's like a poppy wall without, but you replace the fear with the stun, and you can't really activate it on a reaction. Okay. Alright. Whenever a nearby enemy dashes or blinks, they become marked with gloom. Vex's next basic attack against a marked enemy detonates the mark, dealing bonus damage and refunding part of Doom's cooldown. Okay, okay, that's a good way to keep her anti-mobility theme going, I guess. Make her passive based around doing damage. Also lets Doom come up a lot more faster, which, let's be fair, is probably also useful. I think that's the best way to keep her anti-mage thing going, her anti-mobility thing going, without resorting to, well, grounded. Because let's be fair, grounded isn't a very fun status to inflict on someone. It's just up there with silence and suppressed, isn't it? It's just like the fucking trinity of get fucked, mate. So yeah, okay, that's not bad. Oh shit. Let's see how it plays out, I guess. So there you go. I presume. Okay, so the empowered looks like it's maybe AoE. I'll have to test that out. Cool. Leaps has the mark. Okay, interesting. Alright, alright. The Q, Misery Bolt. Vex launches a wave forward, dealing magic damage to enemies that it passes through. After a short delay, the wave accelerates, but has reduced width. Misery Bolt detonates gloom on any marked target it hits. Okay, so it lets you reset gloom from probably a safer range. It does the extra damage? Good, but it's kind of like a Lux ult, I guess. It has a nice starting large font, which could be interesting for wave clear, but the fact it skins out as it goes faster. Wave clear, it really depends how thick it is. Let's see. Yeah, it gets really thin, doesn't it? Shit. So I see the start being useful for like maybe starting in wave, you know, but then it goes really skinny, so you're gonna have to be kind of more. I think it's gonna take a while to get used to hitting that because it starts thicker than it looks, but then it gets much thinner at the start. And also, you have that little slowdown period, then it just shoots out. So I think there will also be some time to learn to mastering that. I sound like I'm talking my ass. Frankly, I'm probably am, but let's just keep going. Is that the empowered one? That's empowered. It's a different icon, and it's also a different color. Is that? Wait, did I miss something passive? Oh, it empowers her next basic ability for Doom. Oh, so that's what the Doom is. Wait, that means that's a ability we're missing. Shit. So the empowered one, it's empowered because it's blue, and it immediately casts Fear. Interesting. Non-conditional Fear. So personal space. Vex gains a shield and emits a shockwave, dealing magic around her. Personal space detonate gloom. Do all the basic abilities detonate gloom? That's really interesting. So yeah, they definitely want to go with a more battle mage feel for than if they're giving her an AoE shield that does damage. It's a very better than Nico ult. Oh my god, I'm not going to talk about Nico now, but it's better than Nico ult. It's also if you have Doom up, that means you just can go get off of me and fear. Fear 6 of quite nice. Look, you can see kind of Shadow's eyes coming out there. There you go, powered version. Yeah, kind of bluish. You can also there's more details. I like that. Interesting. What's the E then? Okay, so that's what we saw earlier. Shadow flies to a location, increasing the size as it travels. So it's a projectile. On reviving, Shadow deals magic damage, slows, and marks enemy hit with gloom. Okay, so you can probably EQ combo, maybe E near you, do a W, da da da. Does it? Oh yeah, and we know it has the empowered Doom version. So it's okay. Yeah, there's travel time to that as well. You can't instacast it. Yeah, there's actual travel time. It looks like the empowered version is a bit faster. Oh, here's what we saw resetting. Ah, Shadow Surge. Shadow fire flies forward, marking the enemy with magic damage to the first enemy hit. Vex can then recast his ability to shadow pull her to a marked target, dealing additional damage. So you can redo it. Okay, if the marked target dies within short term. Okay, so you have a resetting dash that makes it works. It means your W has a reason to exist. It lets you reposition yourself. Although let's be fair, it's not gonna. The repositioning thing isn't gonna be very useful, especially in low elo. Especially because you kind of crunch up together. So you do that and you just head straight into a team without having Doom up preemptively. You're gonna be quite fucked. But it could be an interesting combo if you have the Doom up. You ult, recast ult to go in, kill that target. You have the Doom up. Boom, instant AoE fear. Fuck Fiddlesticks, I guess. I still think Fiddlesticks will have his place as a jungler mainly, and yeah, let's be honest, Fiddlesticks fear is easier to pull off than probably whatever Vex is going to be able to do. It does have to look like it has a decent range. Like from there to there, yeah. Does it have an empowered fear version? No, it doesn't. Well, that was Vex abilities. I think the best way to put it is, it seems incredibly fair. I do like how they didn't go with the grounded approach. I liked how they went for fear as part of an anti-mobility gimmick, because, well, why not undo what they did with the mobility by making them backtrack some steps? I know it sounds stupid, but I think if I had to choose between fear or grounded, I think I'd rather take fear, because at least with fear, it's affected by tenacity, so you can just build tenacity to be feared less longer, unlike grounded. And polymorph, because fuck polymorph, I guess. And charm. I don't want to talk about CZ. But yeah, I do think that's a fair idea. Probably the best way to make her a anti-mobility mage without making her an annoying piece of shit. So I think that's a good way to do it. I also like how they also made sure it has a reset mechanic, especially with champions that want to be doing dashing and moving and all that. I do hope proccing the gloom part does have a cooldown, or certain matchups are absolutely fucked because Yasuo and Yone, I guess, are going to be the best examples of being absolutely fucked by that sort of mechanic. So I hope there's a cooldown on it, a reasonable one too, not too short, not too long. Um, Q looks like it's going to take some time to get used to, honestly. I mean, because yeah, if you look, whoosh, it's very basic. It's not basic. I don't know what this point. I'm just. This is why I'm not supposed to do reactionary content. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, see, it's whoosh. I think that will take some time to get used to hitting. It's well, a skill shot. Obviously, it will require skill learning, but I do think it will take some time to get used to. But yeah, I do like how it detonates gloom yet again. V just helps her be, not too weird. W is gonna be W is the one I'm gonna honestly start showing W. W is the one I'm a bit iffy on. It's on-demand shield that does massive AoE damage. It can also fear targets around her, which means her ult and her W can be a very interesting combo if she has Doom up, which is that's where I'm a bit iffy on. But yet again, I'm glad that it's not like fucking Nico Shield. But yeah, E. I do like how it's not like a place and it happens. It actually has travel time. And then of course to compensate for that, it does grow in size. That's I think yet again it will be something that will take time to get used to. But when it does, it will be potent and be kind of like, oh, you're over there, whoosh. You're kind of going to have to get used to the range because, as it says, as far as it travels, the more it grows. So yeah, I'm just curious what's the actual range on that ability. And then we have the ults. I do like how it's moving her, but yeah, again, I don't really see people recasting it unless it's like an opportunity to get out of dodge or it's gonna be able to do the W thing. But yeah, again, because it does extra damage, there's more reason to redo that. But yeah, I'm glad it doesn't cast apply Doom though, which is good. I know it sounds weird, but yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it. Because then that way it does let you do the W synergy with the fear again. So it's a decently range size W. You can see, look at that. Whew. So yeah, again, if I can see Vex being a very interesting pick compared to Fiddlesticks. Like, do you want the anti-mage do you want the anti-mobility mage, or do you want the big scary monster who will silence your team and place walls and all that? I don't think Fiddlesticks is going to get replaced with Vex. Yes, they're both. Yes, sure, Vex can now do this, but let's be honest, Fiddlesticks is far more potent as a fear champion that applies fears. Scary, spooky thing. But yeah, I do like how you have that option, and I'm very interested in seeing that. So I am very excited to try Vex. I love this kit. It's a little bit skillful, not too hard, which is very important. But yeah, I really do sound like I'm talking about ass. Dawn being a Vex though. No, I still don't like it. It looks weird. I'm sorry, it just looks weird. All the new Dawnbringer skits look weird, actually. But yeah. Anyway, I will be doing probably a second reaction video when she comes out on PvE. If it isn't now, if it is, we're gonna cut to me in the future. If not, I'll just upload this now and we'll do a video when she comes out on PvE later. But yes, Vex. Anyway, I'll let you go back to what you're doing before.